Good day. So today po ay pag-usapan natin ang research section ng conclusion and recommendation. So for our learning competency, the students will be able to form logical conclusion and make recommendation based on conclusion. So the objective of this topic, at the end of the lesson, you will be able to define conclusion and recommendation. Distinguish the strategies in writing the conclusion and recommendation. Number 3, formulate the possible conclusion and recommendation based on the data. Okay, so before we proceed, try to answer the questions. So you have to tell me if the sentence is a conclusion or recommendation. Number 1, it is a suggestion based on the findings. Number 2, it is the final result of the study. Number 3, the number coincide is also the number of specific findings. 4, it is the actual result from the inquiry or research study. 5, it envisions how the findings can be used to further. 6, it pertains to the need to improve something. 7, it must be a specific statement on what should be done. 8, it is about the discussion about on what should be corrected or avoided. Number 9, it provides a place to answer the research question. And 10, it does not contain apologetic for unresolved problem. Okay, so what do you need to know? So our topic is about the conclusion and the recommendation and the strategies on writing the conclusion and recommendation. So first, let us define what is a conclusion. So conclusion, it is the answer to the main problem of the scientific study. So it shows the final and actual result of the study. So conclusion is located on the last chapter of the research paper. So the conclusion, it is coincide with the specific findings. So it should not contain any number or measurement. So in conclusion, it shows if your null hypothesis is rejected or accepted the null hypothesis and the alternative hypothesis. So in conclusion, it answered the question in your statement of the problem, starting the question, is there a significant relationship between your variables or is there a significant difference between your two chosen variables? So your conclusion, it is based from your specific findings. Always remember that. Your conclusion is based from the number of specific findings. And your findings is what it was based from your results. Now let's move on with the strategies in drawing the conclusion or in writing the conclusion. So number 1, your conclusion, it is intertwined to your introduction. So it is a good strategy as you will end your study with evidences to contribute to a new understanding in the field of interest. So when you are writing the conclusion, it must reflect also in your introduction part. So you have to read your introduction if you support the related article from your introduction. It can be supporting or contradicting your introduction. Number 2, it should be based on the findings and the result. So observations allow you as a researcher to notice and events on your study. The researcher should record these findings and result what they were observed as the basis of your study. So your conclusion is based on your findings and the results. So do not write a conclusion that is not part or that is not reflected in your findings. Number 3, your conclusion should answer the statement of the problem. So as a researcher, remember that the conclusion are the statements that give answers to your main research problem. So remember that the conclusion must be clear, concise, brief, original. Refer only to the subjects of the study or the variables that you were measured. It should not introduce new arguments or new idea. So do not write a sentence in the conclusion that is not related in your statement of the problem. So it always answer your statement of the problem. When you look on your conclusion, it shows the answer in your statement of the problem. So no containing apologetic statements for unresolved problems and leave the reader with final impressions. So if your results shows no effectiveness, you just have to write. You don't need to say sorry or any personal opinion. You just have to write what is the result or what is your conclusion in the study. You do not need to add any apologetic statements. Just leave the reader with the final impression. So from this example of conclusion, so based on the introduction, so for example, in your introduction, it talks about the reproductive health. Reproductive health education is one of the research that must be tackled in the school. So high school students should be exposed to innovative ways in disseminating and communicating issues or reproductive health education of high school students shall be focus of the study. So in writing the conclusion, once again, when you write the conclusion, it answers the statement of the problem. But when you write the conclusion, you must also consider how it affects or how it is related in your introduction. So the high school student respondents are fully aware and have little knowledge in reproductive health education, as this word is also reflecting in your introduction, which is the reproductive health on the following areas: social, gender related issues, family planning, and other clinical service. Okay, this one is the way on how to write a conclusion which reflects based from the findings. So let us read the statement based on the findings. So for example, based on the result of the experiment, the findings were as follows. Number one, the tilapia fry in cages 1 and 3 and in the concrete tank containers fed with the androgen diet were successfully sex inverse to 95% male, and the tilapia fry in cages 1 and 3 grew faster than those in cage 2 and in the concrete tank. So how to write that in your conclusion? Based from the findings, it was concluded that sex inversion of tilapia fry to 95% male could be done with little experience when the fish are held in cages placed in natural pan. The tilapia fry can feed on natural food found in the pan. Thus, the expense for androgen diet is reduced. So you notice that in explaining or writing the sentences from the conclusion, it always related or connected based from the context given in the findings. Another, how to write the conclusion based on the statement of the problem. So for example, the question in your SOP, in what areas of the student respondent encounter difficulties in research writing? This is how you will write the conclusion. The student respondents had problems in the following areas of research writing: stating problem, choosing suitable data analysis, interpreting data, and making conclusions. So once again, all are these types of sentences on how to deliver, on how to write the conclusion based on the introduction, based on the findings, and based on the statement of the problem. So all these conclusions are always anchored in the statement of the problem and based from the findings. Now let's move in the recommendation. In recommendation urge specific actions or suggestions that you make with regard further on research on the particular research topic. Formulating recommendation can be done when you provided the findings and conclusion were completed and explained well. So you just have to write recommendation after you completed writing the conclusion research section. So what are the strategies in making the recommendation? So number one, you have to remind yourself that recommendation is about what should be done, the steps to implement policy, resources needed, problems could be corrected or avoided. So what are the characteristics? So in writing the recommendation, you have to show that your recommendation is practical, workable, doable, realistic, measurable, implementable, and achievable. So recommendation is to show your realization after doing the study. Through your recommendation, you can write or address the particular person or subject or agency. It also contains the active verbs and do not use the words will, want, and can. Just use active verbs. It is backed by evidences that demonstrate that they will solve the problem. And number five, there is evidence to support taking particular measures. So as a rule of thumb, limit yourself to from 3 to 7 recommendations in total. So if you have more recommendations or more realization after doing the research, you have to group them together according to its topic. Then have an outline to present your recommendation. So here's an example of the recommendation. So for example, here's the conclusion. Based on the findings of the study, the following conclusion were drawn. There is significant difference between the pre-test and post-test of the students in science activities where they were exposed to controlled setting without using the background music and experimental setting with classical, musical, and modern music. The students had their highest score when they were exposed to classical music background. So what could be the possible recommendation based on this conclusion? So you have to write introduction and sentence, introductory statement. In light of the findings and conclusion, the following recommendation were drawn. So number one, science teacher as classical music background was proven effective, may be used in other subject. Number two, The students may listen to classical music when doing their tasks in school, as it was found effective to increase attention span while doing activity. Number three, school administrators should continue to motivate or even require the teachers to conduct an action research in science to discover more strategies in teaching the subject. Number four, for the future researchers or other type of music could be used. Moreover, loudness of sounds can also be considered variables in future research. So what you notice in writing the recommendation, the subjects are also based from the significance of the study. You have to write a statement recommendation to the science teacher, to the student, to the school administrator, and future researchers. So the subjects can be varied depending on your research topic. Okay? So, okay, now for your activity, you have to write the answer, true or false, from 1 to 10. For your activity B, you have to write a brief possible conclusion and achievable recommendation. And for your part C, you have to write title, findings, possible conclusion, recommendation based on your results and discussion. So you have suppose that you are finished already with the results and discussion. Okay, that's all.